Hello, Tom. Welcome to Windows Seat, and thank you for giving us your time today and talking about stereo photography. Um, well, I see a lot of equipment here, uh, cameras that you possibly use in stereo photography. So, I think we can start by knowing more about these cameras. So.
Okay. Um, okay, this particular camera here, this is a stereo realist. It has an attached lens cover. It has two lenses, and in the center, which looks like a third lens, is actually the viewfinder.
Okay.
When you look through a camera, frequently the viewfinder will be off to the side, and you'll have parallax between what you're seeing and what your lens is seeing. And so in order to overcome that with the stereo camera, they put the lens in between the two.
Mm-hmm.
And so what you see through the viewfinder is what the two lenses are going to be seeing, so you don't have that parallax. This camera was...
Okay. Okay, and this camera uses slides?
This camera uses 35 millimeter film. Most people will use slide film in it and get slides. Once the slides have been taken, you get two images,
Uh-huh.
or two chips. You have to cut them out of the film and then put them into a slide mount of some sort. And then these slides would be used in a viewer like this. This happens to be a lighted viewer. You just put the slide in the viewer, focus it, push the button to turn the light on, and you can view the slides.
Okay. Unfortunately, that's not possible with the shoot today. So now I see these two new cameras, the Sony CyberShots,
Yes, these are two Sony
Which-
CyberShots,
which look like they've been assembled.
and they have been, they're just the standard camera, but a person that I know has taken them apart and has actually placed a wire onto the circuit board
Okay.
on both cameras, and then has attached them through this link. And what that does is it allows one camera to be the master camera and send the signals for focusing and the zoom, firing the shutter, etc., to the slave camera,
Okay.
so that they both work in conjunction. I can turn it on here, and you can see they both come on at the same time.
So is this a new acquisition for you? Or?
This is a new one for me. I got this maybe about 3 months ago.
Okay, and I see one of them is upside down.
One is upside down, and the purpose for that is if the cameras were right side up, the spacing on the lenses would be a little wider than what your normal eyesight is.
Okay.
So any photos that are taken with them when they're wider like that, they have an appearance of whatever you're shooting to be miniature. It looks miniaturized because, again, the spacing is wider than the normal human spacing, so it would be as if a giant were looking down at whatever you're taking a photo of.
Uh-huh. And so now this camera that you're holding now is for digital stereo photography,
That's correct.
while this old one is more film-like.
It's film-based, that's
Okay.
correct. And again, most people use slide film with that, but you could do negative film and make prints and then print them on cards.
Okay. And so is this purely a hobby for you, or
This is,
and
yes, just a hobby for me. I had a general interest in photography since I was a young person, and over the years I had acquired a stereo camera just kind of by accident. Wanted to try it out, see what it would do, and once I started using it and seeing the types of images that I got in 3D, it just became very addictive. I became very interested in continuing with it.
okay. And what do we have here?
Over here's a little bit of history 3D photography. As you can see, the ViewMaster viewer, that's almost an icon that most people are familiar with. You can go to many parts of the world, just hand a ViewMaster viewer to people that you run into, and they know how it works. They pick it up, they look into the correct area, they move the lever and look at the views.
Okay. And this is the lever you're talking about?
Right. It just, you advance the lever.
Sure.
And a reel with 7 stereo pairs or 14 images on it.
Stereo pairs, okay.
Yes, they're pairs. As you're looking through the lenses, the opposite pairs of the slides rotate around.
Okay. And here's something antique that I see.
Yes, this is a antique viewer. It's referred to as the Holmes or home style viewer. Pick it up. They came in different types of shapes, usually made out of wood, sometimes metal. Some of them were very highly decorated. Invented about 1870, right about in that era. And what people would do is they would purchase cards that stereo cards that traveling salesmen would come by door to door selling them, views of the world, views of fairs and exhibitions that were occurring, just things that people would be interested in seeing and perhaps not be able to view them or visit themselves. So they would purchase the cards, they put them in the viewer,